music, it doesn't mean that I rock with the person or whatever. Like, I really want y'all to notice. I hate to have to say this. What we doing? Like, are we rocking with, or we ain't rocking with and that's why I love them. That's why I love y'all. But, so I just wanted to make that disclaimer. So everybody know from now till whenever, okay? Just because I play a song that I happen to be featured on, don't mean see my stream, kick them right in my throat.
Nicki Minaj is walking a tightrope, and she knows it. She's calling out Beyonce and Jay-Z like no other artist has dared, and now folks are whispering that she might be the next Kathy White situation. But way worse, people close to the streets are saying Jay-Z might be the one behind those wild SWAT raids at Nicki's crib, her Amsterdam arrest over alleged substances, and even those scary poisoning rumors that had fans shook. The word is Roc Nation's playing dirty, trying to twist Nicki's image into that of a chaotic, out-of-control addict. So if something tragic goes down, they can just blame it all on that. Sound familiar? It's giving Whitney Houston industry setup vibes, straight up chilling. Nicki ain't just spitting bars, she's spitting truth, and apparently she's one of the only celebs bold enough to challenge Hov himself. But that's exactly why the pressure's piling up. Katt Williams even claims she's got more enemies in the game than just Jay and Bey, and they're powerful.
Of course you are carrying drugs.
I'm not carrying.
Okay, but it's not a question here. I think it's.
I'm not
smart
carrying
to go
drugs.
inside.
Number one, when I came here,
Yeah.
the
Okay,
back.
you can go inside.
No, I'm not going in there. I need a lawyer present.
You will get a lawyer. It's
No, I need a lawyer present now.
Okay, please.
Where am I going? I have no idea where
you
I'm
have
going.
to go to the police station.
What address is that?
It's 5 minutes away.
It's 5 minutes away.
What's the address of the police precinct?
When you will catch your next show, we have to do it very fast, and we will help. But
You're talking about my show?
yes,
What about it?
yeah, we talk.
Said they will help to try.
It all kicked off recently when Nicki aired Jay out on X, dropping a flurry of tweets accusing him of stealing her money and ducking responsibility for his rumored secret son, Rymir Satterthwaite, who Jay allegedly had with a 16-year-old girl way back in the day. Nicki been throwing shots at Jay-Z since last year, so nobody was really shocked when she popped off again. But the real mystery is what exactly set her off that day. She kicked things off by reposting a viral Instagram post from 50 Cent, clowning Jay's rumored secret son. On top of that post, Nicki added her own spicy caption, "Jay-Z is trending because the judge just gave the green light for the paternity case to move forward." And it wasn't just talk. The judge reportedly demanded that Jay respond to Rymir's paternity suit by July 18th. Nicki even tagged it number Jay-Z like she was lighting the match herself. Folks thought that post was wild, but that was just the beginning of the firestorm. Nicki went full throttle after that, accusing Jay-Z and Beyonce of pulling a $100 million scam on her through that Tidal streaming deal. She claimed they tricked her, snatched her cash, and been secretly moving behind her back to sabotage her tour. She even said, watching these men scramble in real time is so satisfying, like she was watching Karma live. She didn't stop there. Nicki clapped back hard. Y'all can talk about Tidal till you blue in the face. Your master got bigger problems than streaming. Stupid. Just imagine that being your defense. Like seriously, how dirty do you gotta be to let somebody do all the work, then pop up later like, oops, you never signed the paperwork. Come on now, that's straight snake behavior. And folks really out here calling him a king? More like a calculated rat. Nicki was calling it for what it was, saying a billionaire like Jay-Z used a shady legal loophole just to avoid paying her what she earned. She claimed they hit her with a fake 24-hour deadline, threatening that if she didn't sign some random last-minute document, she'd lose out on a measly $1 million check. That's what they were offering? $1 million after everything? She stood on her principles and said nope. Refusing to fold under fear tactics and manipulation, she said they tried to gaslight her into giving up what she earned, all while she was out here working full-time for the company with nothing official signed. Like, who does that to somebody grinding for your brand?
So what I was told was that allegedly Jay-Z and Roc Nation is behind this. Jay-Z and Roc Nation has been after Nicki for a while, especially after she released that song, Bigfoot, Goodfoot. But even long before then, there had been beef, which I did not realize. So from what I'm being told, was trying to get her arrested, but of course legally. That's why they waited till she was overseas to do this to her. Oh, Roc Nation wanted to make sure that when she got arrested or apprehended for whatever, because you know in the industry they can get you set up with all kinds of charges, all right? It said that they wanted to make sure her husband was not with her because her husband is her protection, which we know that, but we know
Nicki didn't hold back. How dumb y'all think I am? She even mocked their logic, saying, so now the contracts we signed in front of the whole world were fake? Nicki kept the pressure on and added even more heat, saying she's planning to use some of that Jay-Z owes me money to pay off her fans' college tuition. Yep, she said through her Student of the Game charity, she'll be clearing student loans and school fees for the Barbs. She even joked that they've done the math. Jay supposedly owes her between $100 to $200 million, and she wasn't begging, she was declaring, Jay-Z, go ahead and settle that karmic debt, it's racking up interest. Then she threw in one last punchline with a smirk, you still in my top 5 though, let's get it. That's wild shade with a twist of respect. Classic Nicki, but she didn't stop there. Nicki warned the Bayhive too, saying, anyone still calling him Hav will have to answer to God for the blasphemy. She was not holding back. Now, fans weren't too shocked by her snapping, especially since she did something similar when she clashed with Megan last year. But this time, she took it way further, dragging Beyonce into the drama. In the middle of her fiery rant, Nicki hopped on station head and started chatting with her fans live. She made it clear, just because she plays someone's song, even someone she once worked with, doesn't mean she still rocks with them. And guess what was playing in the background? Her track with Beyonce. People were seriously questioning if Nicki still had any kind of relationship with Beyonce, especially since she's been dragging Jay-Z non-stop. But after what she said on station head, it's clear now. She don't mess with either of them anymore. And then came the smoke from Mama Knowles herself. Beyonce's mom, Miss Tina, jumped on Instagram and threw some classy but cutting shade at Nicki. She posted, good morning. It feels good to wake up knowing my faves didn't lose their minds like some people. Y'all have a great day. Remember to ignore the ignorance. Phew, that part about losing their minds? Yeah, that had Nicki's name written all over it. But here's where things start to get real dark. Word on the street is that Nicki's rants might have crossed a line, a deadly one. Industry insiders are whispering that there are real moves being made to silence her for good, and not just with lawsuits or threats. We're talking about serious danger, even talk of her life being at risk. Nicki's been hinting for a minute now that somebody's trying to take her out, and it might have started with food. A while back, she posted a pic of an order she got from Outback Steakhouse. The bag had, "We love you, Barbs," written on it in big letters. But instead of feeling flattered, Nicki was creeped out. She said she had no clue how the restaurant even knew the order was for her and started suspecting that someone from her own inner circle leaked that info on purpose. Her words? Thank God I don't eat the food in this place. Then she asked the real question. Why would the person placing the order say who it's for? That's not just weird, that's suspicious. She followed up on X saying she didn't feel safe ordering food anymore and straight up vowed to never eat at Outback again. I don't care how long it takes to get a good steak, I will never ever eat from Outback again. That's serious paranoia and maybe for good reason. But it doesn't stop there. Last year during her Pink Friday 2 tour, things got even messier. As soon as she touched down in Amsterdam, the Dutch police pulled up on her and arrested her at the airport. Why? They claimed they got an anonymous tip that she was carrying soft substances in her luggage. Allegedly, the whole setup in Amsterdam was supposed to be way worse than it turned out. The real plan? To get Nicki caught with hard substances so she'd be forced to do time behind bars. But they fumbled the bag. She was only caught with soft substances, paid a quick fine, and walked free. And once she got out, Nicki jumped on X and let everybody have it. She said loud and clear they've been doing everything in their power to shut down her Pink Friday 2 tour. They took my luggage, she said, and when I asked where it was, they told me it was on the plane. How? I just landed. Something wasn't adding up, and she wasn't staying quiet. Nicki claimed big money was being thrown around to sabotage her tour because folks in the industry are mad they can't profit off her success. She even dropped a bomb about someone from her travel jet crew getting fired for stealing money, then turning around and trying to plant things in her bags out of revenge. That's wild. And it gets even deeper. Popular blogger Storm Monroe, who's known for getting the real Hollywood insider scoop, came forward and said his sources told him Jay-Z was allegedly behind the Amsterdam arrest. Word is, Roc Nation paid someone from Nicki's own team to feed them info, tracking her every move. That's how the Dutch police allegedly knew what was in Nicki's luggage before she even touched down, because someone on the inside had already tipped them off. And if you thought things couldn't get any messier, when it does. Word is, Nicki's been in contact with Katt Williams behind the scenes for a while now. Not just as friends, but as allies in survival. Insiders say Katt has actually been helping Nicki dodge multiple attempts on her life since he's been through the same kind of darkness himself, especially with the mess he had to endure involving Diddy. Suddenly, it makes a lot more sense why Nicki once said she wanted Katt to join her tour. Back then, people thought she was just trying to boost ticket sales. But now, it's looking like that invite was part of a deeper bond, a silent alliance built on trust, survival, and shared enemies. As always, folks had plenty to say about the chaos. One person commented, "I believe Nicki. Jay-Z definitely got some skeletons in that closet. Not gonna lie, I feel like they're hiding a lot of dirty secrets. Just wait, it's all gonna come out soon." And another person said it loud and clear, "I don't blame Nicki one bit. This is business. If she was a man standing up for what's owed or exposing shady deals, she'd be praised, not dragged. I respect her for not being a coward or a doormat. She's standing 10 toes down for herself." Now I gotta ask you, what's your take on all this? Do you think Jay-Z and Beyonce really finessed Nicki out of $200 million? Is this just typical industry mess? Or is Nicki truly risking her life just for speaking up? Let's get into it. Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'm reading everything. Don't be shy because this one's got the whole internet buzzing. And before you dip, smash that like button, subscribe if you're into real celeb drama, share this with someone who's Team Nicki or Team Bey, and turn on those post notifications so you don't miss the next fire drop. Click right here to watch another messy breakdown you don't want to miss, and I'll catch you on the next one.